we through.
You got one from Merrill.
Village Board meeting, Tuesday, August 28th, 2018.
Who's the guy taking the picture?
Second. Less than 30 seconds. Fewer than that. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, they're getting their temperatures.
Anytime.
Let's call the meeting to order. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Trustee Daly.
Present.
Trustee Madej.
Present.
Trustee Dunham.
Present.
Trustee Sullivan.
Present.
Trustee Conley.
Present.
Trustee Kozak.
Here.
President Larson.
Here. All counted and accounted for. I encourage the a motion to approve the
Pledge.
Oh, yeah, excuse me. Trustee Mark Madej, please, lead us in a pledge of allegiance.
Audience, please rise.
Thank you, Trustee Madej.
Is intact.
Motion's in order for the approval of the minutes of the August meeting.
So moved. Second.
Moved and seconded. Would the clerk please poll the board?
Trustee Daly.
Aye.
Trustee Madej.
Aye.
Trustee Dunham.
Aye.
Trustee Sullivan.
Aye.
Trustee Conley.
Aye.
Trustee Kozak.
Aye. 6 ayes, votes no nays, motion carries. Approval of the minutes, you have, we've done that, the list of bills for ratification and approval, any acceptance? Motion's in order.
Move to approve the expenditures as presented.
Second.
Moved to approve the expenditures as presented. With the clerk to poll the board.
Trustee Daly.
Aye.
Trustee Madej.
Aye.
Trustee Dunham.
Aye.
Trustee Sullivan.
Aye.
Trustee Conley.
Aye.
Trustee Kozak.
Aye.
6 ayes, votes no nays, motion carries. We now have a very special presentation to be made by these members of Schaumburg's Court. And I'm not sure we've had one of these before. Is someone here representing the
Good evening. My name is Natalie Bryans. I'm the Septemberfest Court Chairperson on the Septemberfest Committee. My co-chair, Laura Sue, and I would like to begin by thanking you for having us here this evening to introduce to you the 2018 Septemberfest Court. A few weeks ago, we were joined by a representative from the Sons and Daughters of Italy, as well as a previous scholarship recipient, to interview 11 young men and women hoping to become members of the Septemberfest Court. Each of them demonstrated strong character, knowledge of Schaumburg, and passion for giving back to their community, making them very deserving of this recognition and scholarship funds. After hearing about the numerous programs they participate in, I think you'll agree that they are excellent representatives of Schaumburg and everything it means to its residents. I'd like to have each of them introduce themselves to you so you can see just what we saw in them. First up is Paris.
Hi everyone, my name is Paris Burke. I'm 17 years old and I'm a senior at Conant High School. I've participated in the girls cross country team as well as the girls track and field team since my freshman year of high school, and I was inducted into the National Honor Society last fall. Outside of school, I participate in the St. Marceline Confirmation Program, where I've dedicated time with the St. Vincent de Paul Food Pantry as well as Feed My Striving Children. And during my senior year, I plan to be a volunteer member at the St. Alexian Brothers Medical Center. In the future, I plan to pursue an education in pre-medicine and obtain a major in biochemistry at the University of Illinois at Chicago. I would like to thank the Village of Schaumburg and the Sons and Daughters of Italy for their support, and I'm looking very forward to being a part of the very first Septemberfest Court this year. Thank you.
Hi, my name's Sarah Mathias. I'm 17 years old and a senior at Hoffman Estates High School, and I'm so excited and honored to be on this year's Septemberfest Court. At school, I'm a member of the varsity tennis and track and field teams, Symphony Orchestra, National Music Honor Society, and HOSA, which is Health Occupation Students of America, where I compete in sports medicine. Outside of school, I'm a member of the Schaumburg Youth Orchestra, Journey Care Hospice, where I'm a music therapy volunteer and a lead rotation volunteer at St. Alexius Medical Center. In the future, I plan to major in biology at hopefully Florida State University and pursue a career in orthopedic surgery. I'd like to thank the Village of Schaumburg and the Septemberfest Committee for all of their support, as well as my parents.
Hi, my name is Allison Bosshart. I'm 17 and I'm a senior at St. Viator High School in Arlington Heights. At school, I participate in the school soccer program, STEM program, and social justice club called Justice League. I'm also a member of the National Honor Society, and outside of school, I work as a soccer referee at the Schaumburg Athletic Association. And this summer, I spent my summer at the Northwestern Medicine Hospital, volunteering in the ultrasound department for 8 weeks. It was a really good experience. And I plan to go into chemical engineering at a prestigious university this coming fall. And I would like to thank the Schaumburg Village for all their support, along with the Sons and Daughters of Italy. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Giselle Suarez and I'm 17 years old and I'm a senior at Schaumburg High School. I'd like to thank the board for being here and for supporting us in this honor that we've been chosen for. But in school, in Schaumburg High School, I've been participating in the debate team for 4 years, the math team for 4 years, and I've also been inducted as a member of the NHS, of National Honor Society. In addition to that, I also am a student ambassador for the past 2 years. Outside of school, I've had the honor of volunteering at Northwestern University as a research assistant to a PhD student where we've been doing biomedical engineering. In addition, in terms of volunteering activities, I've been volunteering at a homeless shelter called PADS, which is near Hoffman Estates High School, and I've been there for quite a few years as well. In addition, I've been volunteering at St. Hubert's Church, my church, every Sunday for the past few years. In addition to that, I also work at European Sports, which is a soccer place. And then in terms of my career and my future, I plan on majoring in chemical engineering at a university. And I'd like to thank the board for this honor once again.
Hello. As Natalie mentioned a couple minutes ago, my name is Laura Sue, and I'm her co-chair for this year. And I'm here to represent our fifth applicant, Dylan Tolth. He is away at ISU right now for his freshman year of college, so I'm going to speak on his behalf tonight. So right now he is at ISU studying food and consumer science, and he wants to come back to Schaumburg and teach at the high school. In high school, he volunteered all over. He was a Positive Youth Development Coalition through the Kenneth Young Center, and he's currently working towards his Eagle Scouts. And through school, he was the class president his freshman and junior year, as well as part of the musicals and drama club and play. We are thrilled to have Dylan.
So that's it. We'll leave you guys to the rest of your meeting. Thank you for having us tonight. We look forward to seeing you around the fest this weekend. Thank you.
Oh, well done, well done. We now have some presentations to make for service awards for employees of the Village of Schaumburg. Retirement of, here we go. Pastorick, a 17-year service award to fire lieutenant and paramedic. So 31 years. 31 years.
Come on up, John.
Wait, do this again. You were looking the other way.
Thank you. John, congratulations.
So John's retired after 31 years with the fire department. It's a long career, and he also was the winning team yesterday at the firefighters golf outing. So we give a round of applause for that as well.
Thank you.
We have a 15-year service award to David Ashcroft. There you go. Let's get this straightened out here. Congratulations.
David, congratulations. Dave, don't forget this box, this very important envelope on the front there.
There's a pizza in there. There's a 10-year service award to firefighter Karen Young.
Linda Young, our social worker, come on up.
You weren't a firefighter, were you? No. Boy, you probably could put out a fire. There you go. Look right over there.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Brenda. Being no license requests for the village, we have attached to the regular agenda, we'll take
Consent agenda.
items on the consent agenda. Excuse me, a second, start again. It's attached to the regular agenda is the consent agenda. We'll take one motion from the village board to approve all the items on the consent agenda. If someone has a concern or a question about an item, please indicate that to us, and we'll discuss it at one of the standing committees of the Village of Schaumburg. And now I turn the copy over to the esteemed clerk, Marilyn Carr.
Okay, number one, the correspondence. The motion would be to approve the request from Caravan Research, Illinois, to hold a raffle on October 13th, 2018, at the Marriott Schaumburg Hotel, 50 Martingale Road, and to waive the fidelity bond requirement. B, the motion would be to approve the request from St. Marceline Church to hold raffles on March 31st, April 30th, May 31st, June 30th, and July 31st, and on August 4th, 2019, at St. Marceline Church, 822 South Springenskooth Road, to grant a variation to the Municipal Code, Section 117.31A, maximum ticket price, and to waive the fidelity bond requirement. C, the motion would be to approve the request from Illinois Food Retailers Association Education Foundation to hold a raffle on September 27th, 2018, at the Schaumburg Renaissance Convention Center, 1551 Thoreau Drive, and to grant a variance to the Municipal Code, Section 117.31A, maximum prize value and maximum raffle ticket price. 2, liquor licenses. The motion would be to approve the request from Schaumburg Sister Cities Commission for one Class D one-day liquor license for the 35th anniversary celebration on Saturday, September 29th, 2018, from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. at the Al Larson Prairie Center for the Arts, 201 Schaumburg Court. 3, proclamations. A, Constitution Week, September 17th to 23rd, 2018. 4, Engineering and Public Works. The motion would be to approve a resolution authorizing the village manager to execute a second amendment to an agreement between the Village of Schaumburg and DiEnergy Inc. of Collinsville, Illinois, for electrical aggregation. B, the motion would be to waive competitive bidding and award a 9-year contract for holiday decorations to Artistic Holiday Design of Lamont, Illinois, in the amount of $688,138.76. Approve the required resolution, approve issuance of a purchase order for the first year in the total amount of $104,168.12, and remaining purchase orders through 2627. C, the motion would be to award a contract for custodial maintenance and day porter services to Perfect Cleaning Services of Chicago, Illinois, for a term of 1 year with 3 optional 1-year extensions not to exceed the approved budget, and approve the required resolution. D, the motion would be to approve participation in the National Cooperative Purchasing Alliance contract number 04-11 and authorize issuance of a purchase order to F.H. Passion of Chicago, Illinois, for the water sanitation number 20 improvements in the amount of $71,586.83. The motion would be to approve participation in the National Cooperative Purchasing Alliance contract number 04-11 and authorize the issuance of a purchase order to F.H. Passion of Chicago, Illinois, for the vehicle maintenance facility wash bay and masonry repairs project in the amount of $103,298.18. F, the motion would be to approve change order number 1 with Baizu Sewer of Bridgeville, Illinois, for the existing sewer rehabilitation in the amount of $248,499 and approve the required resolution. G, the motion would be to approve the Woodfield Road improvements, Martingale Road to East Frontage Road, local agency agreement for federal participation and approve the required resolution. H, the motion would be to award the Woodfield Road improvements, Martingale Road to East Frontage Road, construction engineering services to Civil Tech Engineering Inc. of Itasca, Illinois, in the amount of $687,701 and approve the required resolution. I, the motion would be to approve the Woodfield Road improvements, Meacham Road to Martingale Road, local agency agreement for federal participation and approve the required resolution. J, the motion would be to award the Woodfield Road improvements, Meacham Road to Martingale Road, construction engineering services to Civil Tech Engineering, Inc. of Itasca, Illinois, in the amount of $587,742 and approve the required resolution. K, the motion would be to refer to committee of the whole changes to policy statement 7.16 title Snow and Ice Control Policy. 8, or L, the motion would be to approve an agreement with 845 Design Group of LaGrange, Illinois, for the facility condition assessment study in an amount not to exceed $139,881.50 and approve the required resolution. M, the motion would be to approve an easement agreement between the Metropolitan Water Reclamation District of Greater Chicago and the Village of Schaumburg for Briar Point Sanitary Sewer Line and approve the required resolution. 5, Finance, Legal, Administrative, and General Government. A, the motion would be to approve the Finance Department monthly report for June 2018. B, the motion would be to approve the purchase of workers' compensation excess loss insurance from Safety National Casualty Corporation of St. Louis, Missouri, at a rate of 0.3467% of estimated payroll, estimated at $173,146, and approve the required resolution. The motion would be to approve the purchase of necessary components for implementation of the Facility Access Control System upgrade from Pentegra System of Addison, Illinois, and issue a purchase order in the amount of $203,386. D, the motion would be to approve membership in the Metropolitan Mayor's Caucus and that membership dues in the amount of $3,340.22 be paid. E, the motion would be to approve a resolution authorizing a Class 6B tax incentive for Vaz Express Corporation located at 1103 Morse Avenue. F, the motion would be to approve the continuation of webcasting village board meetings and authorize staff to purchase the necessary equipment. 6, Public Safety Committee. The motion would be to approve a resolution authorizing the village president to sign an intergovernmental agreement between the Village of Schaumburg and School District 54 regarding school recess resource officers. B, the motion would be to adopt as an ordinance repealing sections of the municipal code regarding licensing for a sale of drug paraphernalia. 7, Transportation Committee. The motion would be to authorize the village manager to execute an agreement with Crawford, Murphy, and Tilley, Inc. of Aurora, Illinois, for construction phase engineering services for the hangar pavement rehabilitation in an amount not to exceed $60,700 and approve the required resolution. B, the motion would be to award the bid for the construction services of Greater Woodfield Area Traffic Signal Improvement Project to the lowest responsible bidder, H&H Electric Company of Franklin Park, Illinois, and authorize the issuance of a purchase order in the amount of $196,602.50. 8, Zoning Board of Appeals. The motion would be to approve a site plan amendment, landscape buffer yard variation, parking setback variation, and plat of easement for Gulf Road and Gulf Rose Animal Hospital, 1375 North Roselle Road. 9, resolutions. The motion would be to adopt as Resolution R18-072, authorizing the village manager to execute an agreement with Crawford, Murphy, and Tilly Incorporated for the construction phase engineering services for the hangar pavement rehabilitation at Schaumburg Regional Airport. B, the motion would be to adopt as Resolution 18-073, authorizing village, I didn't change the page again, authorizing the president to sign an intergovernmental agreement between the Village of Schaumburg and School District 54 regarding school resource officers for 2018 to 2021. C, the motion would be to adopt as Resolution R18-074, authorizing the village manager to execute a second amendment to the agreement between the Village of Schaumburg and DiEnergy, Inc. for electrical aggregation. D, the motion would be to adopt as Resolution R18-075, authorizing the village manager and village clerk to execute an agreement by and between the Village of Schaumburg and Artistic Holiday Designs for holiday decorations and services. E, the motion would be to adopt as Resolution R18-076, authorizing the village manager and village clerk to execute an agreement by and between the Village of Schaumburg and Perfect Cleaning Service for municipal buildings, custodial, and support services. F, the motion would be to adopt as Resolution R18-077, authorizing change order number 1 with Visu Sewer for the existing sewer rehabilitation for an increase of $248,499. G, the motion would be to adopt as Resolution R18-078, authorizing the village president to execute the Illinois Department of Transportation local agency agreement for federal participation for the Woodfield Road improvements, Martingale Road to East Frontage Road project. H, the motion would be to adopt as Resolution R18-079, authorizing the village manager and village clerk to execute an agreement with Civil Tech Engineering, Inc. for the Woodfield Road improvements, Martingale Road to East Frontage Road, construction engineering services. I, the motion would be to adopt as Resolution R18-080, authorizing the village president to execute the Illinois Department of Transportation local agency agreement for federal participation for the Woodfield Road improvements, Meacham Road to Martingale Road project. J, the motion would be to adopt as Resolution R18-081 to execute an agreement with Civil Tech Engineering, Inc. for the Woodfield Road improvements, Meacham Road to Martingale Road, construction engineering services. K, the motion would be to adopt as Resolution R18-082, authorizing the village manager and village clerk to execute an agreement by and between the Village of Schaumburg and 845 Design Group for the 2018 facility condition assessment. L, the motion would be to adopt as Resolution R18-083, authorizing the village manager and village clerk to execute an easement agreement between the Metropolitan Water Reclamation District of Greater Chicago and the Village of Schaumburg, Briar Point. M, The motion would be to adopt as Resolution R18-084, authorizing village manager to acquire workers' compensation excess insurance through Safety National Casualty Corporation, October 1st, 2018 to September 30th, 2019. And the motion we've to adopt as resolution number R18-085, approving and authorizing a 6B classification for 1103 Morse Avenue, Schaumburg, Illinois, Voss Express Corporation. 10 ordinances. The motion would be to waive first reading and adopt as ordinance 18-099, granting a site plan amendment, landscape buffer yard variation, parking setback variation, and plat of easement for Gulf Road Animal Hospital, 1375 North Roselle Road. B, the motion would be to waive first reading and adopt as ordinance 18-100, repealing sections of the municipal code regarding licensing for sale of drug paraphernalia. This concludes the consent agenda.
A motion is needed to approve the items.
Move to approve the consent agenda as presented.
Second.
Move to second to approve the consent agenda as presented. Would the clerk please poll the board?
Trustee Daly.
Aye.
Trustee Madej.
Aye.
Trustee Dunham.
Aye.
Trustee Sullivan.
Aye.
Trustee Conley.
Aye.
Trustee Kozak.
6 ayes, votes no nays, motion carries. Comments from the audience. We have an opportunity to address the village board on matters of pertinence. Look forward to your comments. No, we're not. Okay. Identify yourself for the record, please, and hold forth.
Hi, my name is Catherine Weaver. I'm a resident here in Schaumburg. I'm here to request the village to perhaps discuss passing of an ordinance to allow for home kitchen operations here in Schaumburg.
Excuse me, can you speak into the mic a little bit more so we can all hear you a little better?
Sorry.
Thank you.
Not that tall. I'm here to request the village to discuss the passing of an ordinance to allow for home kitchen operations. It's also known as the cupcake law. I'm a home baker, and apparently, according to the village, there's the cottage law, but you can only sell through farmers markets, which obviously isn't year-round here. So I am raising the question to the board to discuss it. Do you need the code, the law? It's Illinois PA 098-0643.
Okay.
Comments from the board?
Julie, do you want to come up and address the issue so the board's clear on the matter that they're discussing?
I can address it, but I'm not prepared to talk in detail about it tonight. The village does require a commercial kitchen for preparation of food in the village, and I believe there's maybe some county or state legislation that may be slightly different, but the village does have their own regulations. So it's something that I know that the public health officer is aware of. I spoke with her about it yesterday, but I'm not prepared to provide any detailed information about it tonight. It's something that if you wanted a staff review of it, we'd have to take it under advisement and evaluate it.
Question. Trustee Madej.
Yeah, if we could, we can have staff gather the information, and then we can discuss this at Health and Human Services.
That should be
Still have a
PBD.
question. Trustee Dunham.
Julie, has this been discussed with your department at all?
Not in detail recently, no.
No, okay.
Further comments from the board?
Tonight's the first time, we're hearing about it, so.
Question for Brian.
Trustee Sullivan?
This would go to PBD, wouldn't it? Would that be the correct,
You know, it's really one of those areas that
Health
could go to
issue?
either one.
Either one.
You know, it's administered by Julie's department, but it's more an issue of public health than it
Yeah.
is planning and zoning probably, so.
We have lighter
Cheers.
I mean, you're both on the, I think, Jack,
We're
you're on
both on it,
HHS
so,
anyway, so
yeah.
you'll be
Yeah,
there to
right.
participate in the discussions.
Trustee Kozak.
Are you currently selling at the farmer's market?
No,
No?
no.
Okay.
No, actually, I want to establish a business. I'd like to start a home business in hopes to eventually have a storefront.
I see, okay.
Further comments? Trustee Conley?
And in fact, there's probably dozens, if not more, people already doing this in the community that we're not aware of, because there's all, I mean, you can go online, there's all kinds of people that sell cupcakes and all kinds of sweets and things, particularly for baby showers and all of that. So I think it, and it is a very popular thing for people to do right now. So I think we should look into it and what other communities are doing to see if it's appropriate or not. So can I make a motion to refer this to Health and Human Services?
Sure, go ahead.
That's in order. Yes.
Second.
I'll second it.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
We're done.
And Julie, would you let her know when the committee meets so she can be in attendance?
Yes.
The earliest it would be discussed would be September 27th. It may be the following month, depending on how much time staff needs to pull together the materials.
No problem. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thanks for coming out.
Further comments from the audience? Any more cupcakes? President, there's no executive session, is there? Oh, council report, yes.
Yes, thank you. Two things, one of which is on the agenda. It's that time of year again for one of our semi-annual review of approved closed session minutes to consider whether any can be released. After a careful review by the legal department, I would ask for a motion to approve the semi-annual review of closed session, executive session minutes, and that no meeting minutes be authorized for release at this time.
So moved.
Second.
Move to second, further discussion?
And if we could have a roll call on that, please.
Clerk, please poll the board.
Trustee Daly.
Aye.
Trustee McDay.
Aye.
Trustee Dunham.
Aye.
Trustee Sullivan.
Aye.
Trustee Conley.
Aye.
Trustee Kozak.
Aye.
6 ayes, votes no nays, motion carries.
And the second thing the mayor already referred to is we thought we were going to need one, but we have no need to go into closed session, so I will not be asking for a motion at the close of our regular business.
If I could, just, the board may know this, but we had planned to go in executive session to discuss the status of negotiations with AFSCME and the mediation session that was being held today. At this time, they are still in negotiations at the airport, and so we don't have a report to provide, but we'll plan to do that at the next board meeting on September 11th.
So, President's report, or no report from the President? Manager's report, we just heard it. Anything further?
I do have a couple of other items I'd like to mention. We did not get an opportunity to recognize him publicly, but I do want to thank Dave Lowry for the 4 years of service that he gave to the village. As most of the board knows and some members of the public know, when Dave was hired, the department was in a bit of state of flux. We had served, or had been served by an interim director for a period of time. Dave was hired to come in and really stabilize the department and address some issues related to infrastructure funding and also some organizational issues. He did that with great success, and I just want to congratulate him on those years of service and also wish him the best of luck in his next endeavors, which includes some work for the private sector. Second, last week, the mayor and Trustee Conley and Trustee Madej and I had the privilege of attending the ribbon cutting or grand opening ceremony for the new Pace Park and Ride facility for their express bus line on I-90. For those of you who are not familiar with the facility, I'd encourage you to take a look at it. It really is a very convenient and free place to park and take the bus into Rosemont, where you can catch other bus routes to other areas, or the Blue Line into the city of Chicago. And I think it really does speak volumes about what the future of transit may look like in our area, given the investments that are required for rail service. So congratulations, Mayor, to you and the rest of the Pace Board and our neighbors in Hoffman Estates for having that facility.
Leanne Redden said something about that. She indicated that it's just taken 17 years to get it done.
Yeah, well, I heard today that it does represent a watershed moment for the tollway, in that they previously resisted those efforts and now they're a full partner. So I think it speaks volumes about leadership there as well, that they'd allow that to be built along the tollway.
If I can make one comment, I would agree that the facility itself is very easy to use and is pretty impressive, the way you get on the bus and it enters the highway. The buses themselves are really sort of European coach-style buses, very, very comfortable vehicle to be on, and it has the floor that goes down to meet the curbs, so for wheelchair accessibility, it's not like some kind of hoist kind of thing. It's very easy, and it doesn't take much time. So, and I think if I was going to the airport, you could wheel a suitcase on very easily. It's easy to use. My only disappointment, and I'd like our PACE representative, was that after I got home with the schedules is it does not have any scheduled Sunday service. And I was hoping to use it on Sunday in lieu of Metro because the trains run so infrequently, every only couple hours coming back from the city. But hopefully, if it's well used, they'll expand to Sunday services as well.
Corner Manager's report?
No, I have one other item to mention. And most of you know about a year ago, we dedicated the plaza outside this building in the memory of Jack Siegel, our longtime village attorney. At that time, there was an art piece or sculpture that was not yet completed. It had been commissioned, but the work had not been yet done. It is now installed out here on the bench, and it looks great. It's a sculpture of 3 or 4 books, titles that were selected by Jack's wife as books that he enjoyed to read. So if you have not seen that yet, please stop for a minute on your way out and take a look at it. The final item I will mention, I will see you at the Fest. It's coming up this weekend and should be hopefully a great time with some good weather. So that concludes
Some good
my
weather?
report.
Let's hope, yes.
Let's-
Any new business to come before the board? Any unfinished business? Trustee comments, mentions? Seeing none, a motion to adjourn is in order.
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, folks.